A couple of screws can make an extraordinary combination lock. You did read that right. And it only costs $1 to make. This man also mastered this technique but made the first money in his life. First of all we need for nuts, and a small iron bar for the pins. Here you also need a piece of iron. Cut and punch it to make for small spacers. Then measure out the gap of 3 grams of 5 centimeters. And then cut out a 12 centimeter piece of iron, the bottom of the pin, to give it a small spacer welded, so as to prevent accidental dislodgement when pulling. Then mark it on one side of the nut and punch and chisel through it. Take care to punch only the size of the nail eye. Then put the punched nut on it and insert the tip of the pen and rotate it, drawing a circle of the mark of the locking nose. Then after determining the hole position, the top, then draw a 10 centimeter length for it horizontally. The next step is to draw a good mark to give it a slot. The mouth. Then do not get too wide. Almost just the thickness of the sander sheet can be. The slotting can then be easily solved by firmly fixing the pins on top and then using an angle grinder. Next, get the nails and try the fit of the lock cylinder to make sure the head of the nail will fit just through the nut. Then weld all 4 of them all the way around, with the extra part being cut with an angle grinder. Next, the latch cover needs to be given another mouth. And here the same principle of welding is used to mold the nail. This will ensure that the pins are fixed in the center slot, and the bottom is welded on with a well-organized piece of iron. In order to be able to facilitate the use of the center can be used for a larger screw used to do the pull handle, the top of the nut, and then give it carved out some corresponding password numbers, in order to verify whether this password lock is made successfully. Now we can try. Here you can see that the password set is 1425, however it can be successfully opened. On the contrary, if the password is wrong, it will be firmly locked. How do you feel about this combination lock? If the full score is 10 points, how many points are you willing to play?